Welcome back to this Pokemon LeafGreen walkthrough. In this part we will take on the last member of the Elite Four, and that is Lance, the Dragon Master. Dragon types are some of the hardest Pokemon to knock out. They are only weak to their own type and ice types. Since there are only 3 Dragon type Pokemon in the Kanto Dex, Lance has to use Dragon lookalikes to fill up his team. Gyarados is the first of these Dragon lookalikes. It is a dual water flying type, so electric attacks will be 4 times effective. Grass types will work as well, but it will take longer to knock Gyarados out that way. The next Pokemon now is Dragonair, a pure Dragon type. Lance has 2 of these on his team. They are identical, except that this one knows Dragon Rage and the other one knows Thunder Wave. Dragon Rage is nothing to worry about. It is a weak Dragon type move, which will always do 40 hit points in damage, and it doesn't take type into account. Back in Generation 1, it was the only Dragon type move available. Aerodactyl is a dual rock flying type. Its only rock type move is AncientPower, which has the nasty side effect of raising all of the user's stats, just as you can see here. The big thing to watch out for with this Pokemon is Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is a physical attack in this generation, and that goes well with Aerodactyl's high physical attack. There are several ways to knock it out, with electric and water type attacks being 2 of them. As you can see, Raichu has no chance of surviving Hyper Beam unless it is at full health. But after using Hyper Beam, Aerodactyl has to recharge for 1 turn, and that is your cue to strike it down. I could use Lapras, but I want to conserve it for the rest of Lance's Dragon type, so I will instead revive Raichu. Lance's second Dragonair is up next. Ice types are crucial when taking down these pure Dragon type Pokemon, because Dragon types are resistant against electric, fire, grass and water type moves, so your options are limited when taking out pure Dragon types. Dragonair is using Outrage, which is the most powerful Dragon type attack available in this generation. It is locked into using this move for 2 or 3 turns, and afterward it becomes confused. In times like this, it is good to have a Lapras with its large amount of HP. Last up is Lance's strongest Pokemon, his Dragonite. Dragonite is the final evolved form of Dratini, and is a dual Dragon flying type. Electric attacks will now do normal damage, and rock type attacks will be super effective. But most important of all, ice type attacks will be 4 times effective. Outrage is still a huge threat to your Pokemon along with Hyper Beam. Safeguard will prevent Dragonite from being affected with status problems. My initial strategy here is to stall it out and wait until Dragonite becomes confused. But as you can see, that is a risky strategy to employ. In hindsight, I should have used Ice Beam there instead of Blizzard. Let that be a lesson for you. When you know that a weaker attack will knock your opponent out, you should use that instead of a stronger and possibly more inaccurate attack. Right now I am not having the best of luck with Dragonite, but all things considered it is not going all that bad. I still have 4 of my other Pokémon available and plenty of healing items left, so it is only a matter of time really before Dragonite goes down. Hyper Beam will be Dragonite's undoing, because it now has recharge and then I can strike it down with an Ice Beam. Heal up your Pokémon because you still have one more trainer to face, and that is Blue. Yes, your rival has become the champion of Kanto, and in the next part we will challenge him to one last fight.